Going down to the shooting range today, doing a bit of target practice. But before we do anything like that, I owe you an apology because my last video was a bit of a shambles. So I decided to take us up to the top of a nice scenic viewpoint. But what I did, I drove there in a nice warm car, tuned my banjo up in my warm car, and then walked to the top of this freezing cold hill with a breeze and a motorway in the background, so I couldn't hear very well. And over time, my banjo went out of tune. So towards the end of episode 4, you'll notice that my banjo is completely out of tune. And the first thing I said to you in episode 1 was always check your tuning. So I came a bit of a cropper on that one. Anyway, apology accepted. Thank you, thanks. In this one, we're going to be doing a bit of target practice with our frailing hand. In the last episode, we targeted strings 1 and 4, so it sounded something like this. Now, I kind of skimmed past it in that video lesson. I said to you that when you've got that sort of clawhammer shape, you've got your maximum and your minimum sort of distance. Obviously, that's string 4, string 1. And I briefly said that hitting the other strings is just a simple gradation of, you know, making your hand bigger and smaller. So I didn't really touch upon it in episode 4, but that's what we're going to do today. We're going to target strings 2 and 3, as well as strings 1 and 4. So hence the name target practice. And that's all it is. It's just practice. It's just a case of working this skill until you're able to just target specific strings on demand without much thought. So I can target 1, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2. Do you know what I mean? So you can just target any string that you want, and being able to do that, obviously we're striking those are called melody notes or melody strings, because we're hitting any string we want, which is super helpful if you want to play an actual song with a melody that people recognize. So welcome to Banjo and a Beer. That was quite an introduction, I must admit. And my name is Ben Dorning. I am the creator of the amazing banjoadventures.com. It's an online complete, I'm on a golf course, someone just shouted 4. It's not coming my way. Imagine that golf ball straight through the banjo head into my nutbag. No, thank you. Where was that? Oh yeah, introductions. Banjo Adventures, it's an online virtual apprenticeship, if you will, for complete non-musical adults. I'm putting these videos on YouTube and on Facebook for everyone to enjoy. But if you want the complete roadmap, the complete banjo learning experience for adults who are considered non-musical, who just want to relax, enjoy a glass of wine in the garden or a nice cold beer and just play some simple songs from memory, you need to head on over to banjoadventures.com. Consider becoming a member. I'm teaching many people from all over the world who are having amazing progress. Enough of that introduction, let's crack on with the lesson. So, target practice. Oh, before that, obviously beer of the week. I thought I'll go for something this week with a bit more relevance to me as an individual. So this week's beer of choice, Old Peculiar. Now, I'm not very old, but I'm fairly peculiar, according to some people. Now, Old Peculiar, it says Theakston's Old Peculiar, the legend. It's quite strong, this one. It's 5.6%. It says seal of the official, I can't read that. Brewing legend since 1827. It's it looks like quite a dark one. And let's get this fella open. Right. If you just stumbled upon this video, this is how we open the beer of the week on Banjo and a Beer. Yeah, Old Peculiar. Let's see what this one looks like. Right. Wow, look at that, it's like Coca-Cola. As always, to all my banjo brothers and sisters in the world learning this amazing instrument together, cheers to you. Old Peculiar. Oh, that's a rough one. Oh, that's strong, that. Bit dramatic. It's, I give it 8 out of 10. Decent, yeah, it's all right. So as I said in the introduction, that being able to target specific strings is a core skill, basically. It's something that we need to do. So all being well, by now we should be fairly confident on doing the basic frailing strum on strings 1 and 4. We practiced that in episode number 4. So what I'll do is, in this episode, we're just going to have a few practice sessions, and the way it's going to work, I'm just going to put some numbers up here, And what we'll do, we'll just set a metronome and just play those numbers and have a little rest in between and a little chit chat. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just carry on what we did last week. So obviously up there we've got 1 and 4, set metronome. We're going to play at 100 beats a minute. So we want to start picking up the speed a little bit now as well. So we'll play at 100 beats a minute. We're going to hit strings 1, 4, 1, 4 on repeat. Do this for a minute or two and then we'll try a different combination of strings. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and... Okay, so to target the inner strings, so strings 2 and 3, we're just going to create obviously the gun shape that we're so used to by now. And then just reducing that crab claw, we're going to get a feeling for, you know, we know what our minimum distance is, that's string 4, we know what our maximum distance is. So then to hit strings 2 and 3, it's just a case of finding out where those specific sort of moments are, those specific distances, if you will, in closing that claw shape, our clawhammer claw shape. Now the only way to do this is just through a blunt approach to just practice and just try and get good. And try not to have your hand too sort of relaxed and floppy. You want it to be quite rigid, not too rigid that you're going to cause yourself early onset of arthritis, but just, you know, just quite rigid so that when you're in that position for string 1, you're locked in. When you're there for string 4, you're locked in, and then same for string 3 and 2. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll do a simple, what I call a ladder. So we're going to ladder down from string 1 to 4. So I'll put up here 1, 2, 3 and 4. And it's going to sound something like this. So the way I'm doing that, I'm obviously hitting string 1, string 2, string 3 and then string 4. We can do 1 and 4 because we did that last week. All right, so set metronome, we'll just do this for a minute, play along with me. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and... Very good. Totally new to us, isn't it? Trying to do these specific melody strings. So if you find yourself obviously striking, say for example, string 3, which is the middle string, if you find yourself hitting that and catching string 4 instead, or you're hitting string 2, or you're not hitting the right string, or maybe even you miss all the strings together. The main thing is, I'd say obviously being accurate as you can, trying to hit the string that you want to, that is important. But I always say to students, play through any mistakes, because in the grand scheme of things, if you're playing a song and it's fast and you miss one single note, it's not going to destroy the song. The only thing that's going to wreck a song is if you're playing that rhythm, that basic frailing strum rhythm, and for some reason you either slow down or you stop. So if you're, doing that same exercise, if I do that and then I strike the wrong string, but I keep going, it's fine because I can just carry on where I left off the best I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nobody'd really notice. But if I did this and stopped or slowed down, it's just going to wreck a song. Everyone will notice. Okay, the next set of numbers are going up now. So now we're going to go strings 4, 3, 2 and 1. So now we're going up the ladder, if you will. So it's going to sound something like this. Boom, boom, boom. As well as just, you know, playing this exercise, it's a great thing. What I want us to do as well is, at this early stage, is start developing our musical ear. And to do that, it's very simple. All you do is just hum the notes back to yourself. So if I'm striking string 4, I'm just gonna just back to myself. Middle string. Second string. First string. Or you can sing it back to yourself or whatever you like. But what you're doing there, you're building a connection between your brain, your banjo, your voice. You're identifying the notes and you're sort of becoming one. How zen is that? You're becoming one with your banjo. So yeah, try that. Okay, so I'm gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. Metronome's going. Hum along if you like. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. I forgot to mention as well, but you should know by now not to look at your frailing hand. So look at the birds. Don't look at your frailing hand. Birds are singing along. One more. One more for good measure. So if you manage to keep along with that, that's great. If you find that this is a bit too fast and it's a bit too challenging for you, you understand what I'm doing here. I'm just being very specific. I'm targeting strings. What I'd suggest, if you want to do your own exercises, is by all means come up with your own different numbered combinations, but try to be specific. So don't just hit any old string. You know, come up with a series of numbers. So say like, I want to hit string 3 twice, 2, then 1, and then be really specific about it. And you can obviously set your metronome to whatever speed you feel most comfortable at. I usually say don't go any lower than 60. You want a bit of a challenge. So set it at 60 beats a minute minimum, and then obviously work your way up from there. So we'll do a couple more of these exercises just so you get a feeling of what it is that I'm doing. And then obviously you can take this away, practice it. If you like this kind of play along exercise, in Banjo Adventures, I've got loads of great play along exercises just like this, which are really good strength building exercises. Gets you building up that repetitive motion. I've got all different kind of, you know, as your skills develop, different exercises where we're going to incorporate the left hand. It's complete, honestly, it's one of the best things that you could have as a complete beginner. If you wanted to just, you know, skip all the scattered YouTube videos. Obviously this series is pretty good, if I must say so myself. But yeah, if you're enjoying this series and you want the full sort of roadmap and without any adverts, because I know the YouTube adverts kind of ruin it a bit, but I need that to obviously keep me going to pay for the older drinking habit. And yeah, so what we'll do, we'll put the next set of numbers on the screen here. Now we're going to go string, what should we do? We'll do 1, 4, 2, 3. So we're going to go 1, 4, 2, 3. Yeah, should be easy enough. 100 beats a minute. 1, 4, 2, 3. You ready? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. One more time. One more. Right, before we move on to the final exercise, I just want to take 1 second to talk about this week's sponsor. It is, believe it or not, you guessed it, it's Banjo Adventures. It's my own little thing that I've created, right? So this here is a Clawhammer banjo course for complete beginners. If you're enjoying this series and you want a course with me that you can follow, but you don't want the subscription that comes with a membership of Banjo Adventures, you can get yourself a copy of this. It's available worldwide. It's a print on demand, and forget all that. Just go onto the website, I'll put a link in the description, and it's a complete course for banjo beginners. It's a learning journal, so you've got loads of space there to write your notes. And inside this book, you've got many hours of video lessons, and you can access them only by scanning QR codes. So you use your phone or your tablet, you scan these QR codes, it takes you to my video lessons that are only available to Banjo Adventures subscribers. It's a full 6-month learning journal. So most courses just give you access to a library of videos and say crack on with it. This is different. This has pages where you can reflect on your progress, you can write your notes. At the end of it, you'll have a full record of where you've come from. You know, you start off on day 0 knowing nothing. Inside here as well, you'll have access to my private community where you'll have direct contact with me every single day whenever you need it. I can even listen to your playing, offer you feedback and guidance, and all for the price. I've worked it out for around about the same price as 2.5 to 3 hours face-to-face lessons. You can get a full course, and like I said, it's got direct access to me whenever you need it. It's a really great resource. I've had loads of great feedback from it, and it's helping many people learn how to play the banjo. So you can get a copy of that. Like I said, it's available worldwide. Just go to banjoadventures.com/books or courses. Just go on the website, it's up there, books, courses. And you can get a copy of that delivered to your house and learn how to play the banjo. So I'm gonna put that there actually. Plug that book while I do the final exercise. Shameless, isn't it? Shameless. What we'll do now, we'll finish off with a final exercise. So this one we're going to start off on the middle string. 3, 2, 4, 1. So we've got to sound something like this. 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay, so we're getting in on those inner strings now. So we'll set a metronome. So it's 3, 2, 4, 1. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 3, 2, 4, 1. 2, 4, 1. Last one. If you manage to keep up with all those exercises there, then you are definitely ready for episode 6. In episode 6, we're going to start playing around with some melody. We're going to get our left hand involved, and we're going to start playing some actual music on the banjo at last. I know it's been a bit of a slog. We're just working that frailing hand, but I cannot stress to you enough how important it is just to get this frailing hand a mind of its own, because like I said, you want to be able to frail, hit specific strings, keep that momentum, that rhythm, that sort of, I call it a jackhammer. It's like this frailing hand just keeps going and going. It's like bang, bang. It needs to have a mind of its own. And to do that, it's going to require practice, repetition, rest. Just keep driving it home, and obviously get ready for episode 6. If you want the full course, get a copy of this book down here, the Clawhammer Banjo course for complete beginners. If you want the complete membership experience, obviously go to banjoadventures.com, and I will see you on episode 6.